Are we building stalls for chariots? Now that seems like a crazy question. We know that in Psalm 20, verse 7, God says that some trust in horses and some trust in chariots, but as for me, I'm going to trust in the Lord. But what does that look like with our business? You know, David, when he would go off to war and he would collect the booty from the war, a lot of times it included all these horses, he would hock the horses, meaning he would make it so that they couldn't run fast anymore. And it was a declaration before the people and to God from his heart that he was not going to trust in the strength of man. And this is all in relationship to a commandment that was written in Deuteronomy to not trust in the horses that have come from Egypt, where they would multiply for the sake of the strength of the armies. Solomon used a very different approach. He, in the gathering of wealth, he was a very wealthy man. He was the wisest man walking the earth, given that wisdom from God. But even though he was very wise, he chose to build these chariot stalls and to build up and multiply his horses. And so as you're thinking about building your business, this is such a ethereal type of topic. How do we trust God and not in horses and chariots? I think it begins by listening for that still small voice and his guidance. There are probably a lot of things that you are doing right. And my guess is there are a few gaps in where you need to fill in those gaps and keep driving forward the business, finishing strong, doing the work that needs to happen. And when it doesn't happen on your time frame, or it doesn't happen as quickly as you feel like it should, you immediately go into the state of, am I failing? Am I doing the right thing? And then you move to the next thing. And so you never get to experience the results of the previous work that you began to invest in. So as you are continuing to try to move from being a student to moving into being a coach and building a practice, don't forget to let God lead you in that process. Don't forget to allow him to instruct you. I'll give you one example from our business. So this year we've been driving really hard, and next year I feel like we're supposed to slow things down. I don't know what that means. One of our team members was like, this year was going to be about building. We didn't know what that word building meant, but we knew it meant something. And as we look back, we realized it was about building capacity into the business in preparation for the next year. So I know sometimes that it feels as clear as mud when we think we're hearing from God. But you know what? You trudge through the mud, you work with what you sense he's telling you, and you keep listening to him. This is where we get in trouble. We think we hear something, we go off, but then we don't continue to listen. And that's when we start to lose our way. So incline your ear. Don't be building those stalls for those horses, and keep plugging away at your business. Can't wait to see how it grows. Please let us know how you're doing. There's many ways that you can contact us. Check the links below to get together with us. And maybe you can even join us at a future Coaching Skill Booster call. We'd love to see you there. Take care.